Hello, hello, lovely chat. Welcome to another movie watch party edition of Live from the Couch. And I'm so lucky. I feel very special to have uh, Mads MamaBear here with me again for the second installment in the Beverly Hills Cop movie series, as these are favorite movies of mine. Well, were favorite movies of mine growing up at the very least. And I am just thankful to have somebody who loves these movies as much as I do, to share this with, and to watch with all of you. This is going to be so much fun. Sorry for the delay. There were some things that were being ironed out behind the scenes, and so Mama Bear and I wanted to take care of all that first before we tried to get live. As you can see, we are not on camera today because of
It's too damn hot.
the heat, how hot it is, and also, yeah, it just would not be a good idea. I would have that squinting thing with my eyes. It would be absolutely atrocious on a day like today. So I'd rather not do that. And Mama Bear, you said makeup isn't a good idea right now when it's this hot either.
No, it's my apartment's still trying to cool down from earlier on in the week. If anyone knows what the temperature has been in New York, it's been the same here in Toronto. We generally have the same weather patterns, and it has been insane all week.
Yeah, this is a no camera day today.
I can't even try. I'm not even trying to make a phone.
Yeah, this is definitely a no camera day today. So how have you been, Mama Bear? You've been doing okay?
For the most part, I've been okay. Got a lot of real life entertainment I've been trying to keep have my focus on this week.
Yeah, that's one way. That's one way of classifying it. I really like that, real life entertainment.
It's the reality, Yeah. As much as we love all of this stuff, and I gotta say it because I'm actually live for a change. Hello, Charles. And everyone else, Hasten Havoc. We will address the chat, but it's that real life stuff that we can't avoid, as much as I desperately try to half the time. Dishes won't do themselves. Damn it.
Wow. Okay. Well, on that note, we will address the chat. We've got the Avengers Rising in the chat. Can't wait to hear some more funny out of Eddie Murphy's Maniac, Beverly Hills Cop, and Movie 2. Man, I can't wait to hear some more hysteria and mayhem coming out of the man and star himself. Yeah, you definitely are going to get a lot of that in Beverly Hills Cop 2. For those that don't know,
it's my favorite out of the three of them. I've seen this one so many times. Mind you, I haven't seen the third one yet, but I've seen this one.
Well, yeah, we might as well get that out of the way now. I was thinking we could do the third one next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to, because then we got to do a watch party for the new one, because the new one comes out in early July.
And that you and I talked about doing that anyway. So
yeah,
you might as well. This is a whole prep for the new movie coming out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's cool. And then when we get a chance, we'll talk more about, you and I'll talk more about Gem and the Holograms, because I definitely want to try to get Retro Nerd Girl on board with us for that one, because that's definitely going to be some entertaining stuff. And for her, it'll probably be the first time she's watched all that, because I think she said she hadn't seen it.
No, I think her and I have talked about that. I mean,
really,
she was right in that era as well.
Okay. All right.
I believe she's seen it. Next time I chat with her, I can ask.
Yeah, I mean, she it's yeah, but it's definitely going to be. I'm definitely really looking forward to that, because that's one of my favorite cartoons for me growing up. I used to love that show, and I'm not afraid to admit it. and it would be just wonderful to watch it with you two wonderful ladies. So I hope we can make that happen. That's on my bucket list.
I know I have said a number of times that it's a real shame they never put out a soundtrack, a mixtape or whatever from the show, because all of those songs were absolute fire.
Oh, I agree. I love that music. I mean, and you can go on YouTube and listen to some of them now. Like they do have, because I think back in the day they would put the songs out on cassette with the dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you can go on. I think you can go on YouTube and you can listen to a lot of the music, a lot of the songs. Like I'm every once in a while I'll go on YouTube and I'll listen to Take It or Leave It by the Stingers. I'm a big fan. I geek out over that stuff so much it's ridiculous. But
I know.
yeah, we gotta focus on Beverly Hills Cop II right now. Just kind of going through the chat here, seeing everybody say hi to everybody. This is a beautiful thing. Again, I love this community. We have so many great people, in this community. It's wonderful.
Chat always brings a smile to my face.
I know. You know what? I think it's Brogu. I have a hunch that it's Brogu's avatar.
That honest, I think originally it was because my daughter has a real soft spot for baby yogurt, but like
baby Yoda, right? Baby Yoda.
It's the old school Spaceball fan in me. Keep calling him baby yogurt just to piss off.
I was thinking about Spaceballs the other day because I read some article that they're going to do like a TV show or some kind of a movie finally, some kind of a follow up.
Yeah,
so that'll be interesting.
I know Josh Gad is supposed to be in that film, and I'm really hoping he's playing like Barf's kid or something like that.
That'd be amazing.
Right?
I want to see Pizza the Hut come back, even though he ate himself.
I don't know if I'd want Pizza the Hut. I mean, do a playoff of either the prequels or the sequels, and you could really do it with the prequels, and
like a prequel for Spaceballs. Oh my God. Could you imagine? That would be insane.
Have fun with like Jar Jar Binks or something like that, or Watto.
Oh my God, that'd be phenomenal. I hope it happens. I hope
Pizza
it happens.
The Hut is a Schwartz ghost. Yes.
Hashtag I was right. Sin Havoc is always right. I mean, come on,
right?
we just got to be honest. Sin Havoc is always right. I love it.
I know Bat Dan has his theories about Sin Havoc. At this point, I'm convinced Sin Havoc works on the Simpsons writing team because that individual has just as much foreknowledge as the Simpsons do.
What I love about Sin Havoc is that he's so cool and fun to engage with in every single chat that he's in. I don't know what our chats would be without Sin Havoc. I really don't. It's incredible to me.
Absolutely. No. I again, that's pretty much everyone in here at this point always brings a smile on my face when I see them.
Investigation is ongoing, more revealing than anyone can imagine. I'll tell you something. Sin Havoc. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You're Sin Havoc to all of us, and and you're awesome. So it does not matter if Bat Dan's theories are correct, if Mad Mama Bear's theories are correct. It doesn't matter because it's a win for all of us.
Yeah, I don't care if Sin Havoc in real life just delivers like Subway sandwiches. He's awesome.
I'm sorry, that's so hilarious what you just said. I'm just dying. Subway sandwiches, yes.
Seriously.
Grubhub. Sin Havoc's at the door. Oh God, this is great. It's fantastic. I woke today. Oh shit, boy, do we have problems up here?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh God, I love it. God, I love it. Shout out to the cool table in the chat. Yes, of course.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Shout out to the cool table. You know, I'm glad you guys are enjoying some of my music. I'm trying to hone my craft with all this AI stuff. I know I was doing I'm kind of all over the place because I was doing, the voices earlier. Now I'm
Mhm.
doing the songs, and I'm working with some experimental programs for a big movie that we're going to be announcing in the near future. So there's that.
Nice.
But I'm just doing all of these things, honing my craft. So I just want people out there, that, if you listen to my music and stuff, don't take any of it personally. Just understand that when I do AI music, whether it's songs or rap songs or R&B or love songs or easy listening, whatever, all of that is just me honing my skills and learning more and more as a AI how to use these tools. And it helps me as a writer because I like to write. That's why I call myself Zod Writer.
Yep.
So it's great being able to finally, to take something that I wrote and literally be able to bring it to life as one big project, rather than saying, okay, I write something. Now if I write a song, I have to go find somebody to sing it, or I have to if I'm writing a scene for a movie, I got to go find somebody to act it.
Mhm.
But with that's one of the positives of AI. I've been able to take these things that I write and bring them to life. And so that's what I love. That's what I love about it the most. So I just want to say that because I'm not trying to uh offend anybody or make anybody take any of the stuff that I put out personally or whatever. Again, it's all just the creative. It's all
Mhm.
just the creator in me, basically. I'm just trying to, see what I could do with my mind and where I can allow it to take me with these AI uh, tools. And you guys haven't seen nothing yet because songs are nothing compared to the things I'm going to be doing real soon.
Yep.
Um, DC Talk says I love all three Beverly Hills Cop movies. Well, that's going to be a lot of fun because you just said, Mama Bear, you've never watched three.
I have not seen the third one,
Great.
but this one I have seen so many times. I love it so much.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This one is the one where this is the one where it kind of stops for me. I
Yeah.
almost feel like the third one is in its own alternate timeline because I feel like one and two are such a cohesive unit
Looks
that
like Darth Plato agrees with you.
it's hard to even
I
it's
get that.
hard to take three seriously. But you'll know what we're talking about when you
No,
actually
it's
get to
like
see
Die
it.
Hard for me. I like 1 and 3 very much. And it's the same with the Exorcist movies, but for some reason, the second one in both cases, I don't like. Like, I don't like Exorcist 3 for its own reasons, but with Die Hard 3, Bruce Willis didn't like that one, and I'm like, okay, that's enough for me to make me wash my hands of it.
I like the first three Die Hards.
Mhm.
I didn't really like anything after Die Hard 3 though.
Yeah.
Those other movies after, I just didn't like them, and I don't really consider them as part of my personal canon.
Oh yeah,
They
one
kind
one
they
one
kind
is
of
just
stopped. They
okay.
kind of
It's kind of
stopped.
good on its
Yeah,
own.
yeah. You're right. One is like a standalone project. It's like you could look at
It
one and
really
be like, I don't need anything else.
it's like Speed. They didn't need to do a sequel.
Oh yeah, Speed. I don't know what they were thinking doing a second Speed. That to me was like somebody had just gotten done like snorting like six lines and said, "Hey, let's do a sequel to Speed because I'm like,
Mhm.
what?" And then you don't even have Keanu Reeves in it. I don't even think was Sandra Bullock in that one. I don't remember if she was.
She was. She
Oh,
was. Keanu
so
turned it
only he
down,
wasn't in it. Yeah.
so they had to replace him with somebody else, and you just can't replace Keanu Reeves. And I'm not saying that because he's Canadian. It's just
But not in that. But like, but like Speed was his thing.
Yeah.
So it made no sense to do another one without him if you're gonna do another one.
Plus, the two of them play off each other so beautifully.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I just don't see how they were justified in even making the second movie when
No.
they were told that Keanu wasn't going to be a part of it. They should have just said, okay, let's just scrap that idea. That's not going to work. We'll do something else. Period.
Yeah, speed, but on a boat.
Yeah. It's like
You do
like
understand generally the ocean is a big wide thing.
now
And
I have now I want to ask your opinion on this because I have a slightly different take on the Lethal Weapon movies. I like all of the Lethal Weapon movies. I don't have a problem with any of them. I think they're all amazing. So with Lethal Weapon, I feel like that's the one movie series where they did 4 movies and they got them all right. And I don't know what your opinion is there, but I just feel like it like that's like an untainted comedy series. You can literally watch those movies from 1 to 4 and be completely satisfied.
I'm gonna upset a few people in the chat here. Probably Charles, one of them. I haven't seen all of the Lethal Weapon movies.
Oh wow, okay. Well, gee, you're giving me ideas now.
Yeah.
Where did you stop?
I've seen the first one. I'm not sure if I've seen the second one.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
And I have a feeling at this point our own personal Riggs and Murtaugh are going to force me to watch them.
Oh, absolutely. Like those are like great movies, and that's one of the things that like when I look at them, the whole idea behind their the Lethal Geeks podcast and the idea of like basing it just around like tongue-in-cheekly around Lethal Weapon, and then also kind of the on the nose around Lethal Weapon. I think that's really awesome. Like they're like but I love that series. I've been a fan of that series. My parents are big fans of the Lethal Weapon series, so that's a series
that's why I haven't seen them, because neither one of my parents were really big into it. Like I've seen every Indiana Jones, sometimes a little younger than I really should have. But
we got Alex, my buddy Alex 3.0 in the chat. Alex, it is great to see you, man. I'm so glad you're here, and you're here on a stream where it's not drama, because he was in the stream the other night where it was just all that drama.
No.
So I'm glad, Alex, that you're Alex 3.0. I've known Alex for years and years, and I'm just glad you're here. He says, hot take, I like Beverly Hills Cop 3 more than 2. That's not a hot take. I mean, everybody has a preference, man, and that's perfectly fine that you love it like that. In fact, I'm glad you love it more than 2, because that's rare in the circles of people that I know.
Yeah. For me, the only thing movie-wise that are really hot takes, and this is going to sound out of left field, but is not liking the Christopher Nolan Batman movies and saying X-Men: The Last Stand was good. Those are the only things that are hot takes for me.
Well, I had Alex can attest to this, because I have a love-hate relationship with the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. It took me probably a couple of years to after they were all out, and I'd seen all of them in theaters, because me and my father, we go and we see all these movies. It's kind of like a tradition, and I'd seen all of them. And my dad's favorite comic book movie of all time is The Dark Knight. Okay. And I for me, I kind of like when I kind of got into this sort of feeling where I wanted Batman to be closer to the comics, and I felt that Nolan kind of did his own take and made it entirely too serious, and it was just, I had some issues with it. But after a few years, even the one that I kind of didn't like all that much, like the final one, The Dark Knight Rises, that to me felt more like a James Bond movie, they grew on me, and now I like them. Now I like all 3 of them, and And
The third one grew on me too. I struggled with that one out of all of it.
thank
I
goodness I
love
wasn't the only one.
no, no, no. I'm a Catwoman fan. I
Michelle
struggled.
Pfeiffer all the way.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer and Julie Newmar are tied for first place for me.
Okay.
I struggled with Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, but I was absolutely thrilled they brought in Talia for that movie. I had actually said on Facebook way back when, please don't search it up, that I was hoping that they would bring Talia in for this movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
And
when she got revealed, I was like, yes.
yeah.
I
Talia was needed.
liked their Bane.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wanted Bane. See, I'm a very big fan of the Batman Nightfall comic book storyline
mhm,
with Bane, and one of the main issues I had with Dark Knight Rises, the fact that they got Tom Hardy to play Bane instead of somebody that was like the actual comic book character. They totally deviated from the comic book character and decided to do their own thing. And from what I hear, it's because Christopher Nolan really didn't know much about the character, and
mhm.
so he was reliant on his brother to kind of fill him in, and then Nolan just kind of did what he wanted. And that's why Bane was portrayed the way he was. And
At the
but
very least, it was still an upgrade from,
from Batman and Robin.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which it's so funny because Batman and Robin, I can watch and laugh, and I
Yes.
love and what I love about watching that movie is the fact that you can turn that movie on and you can just be completely carefree and just laugh your butt off the entire time.
Yeah, it is. It is cringy as all heck, but it's cringy in a good way sometimes. Like right from the sky surfing, and they actually for that scene when they jumped out of the rocket, that was actually two sky surfing professionals from the Gen X games.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was a big fan of watching that, so I was actually following a couple of those guys at the time. But I've said it. As much as I never liked Arnold as Freeze, I want his slippers and that house coat. Actually, I want those slippers though.
Yeah, but if you get that house coat and those slippers, you have to cosplay it. You have to.
Yeah, I have a white wig around here somewhere. I could
That would be
definitely do a lady please.
hilarious. And I think everybody would want to see that, Skywalker especially.
Oh yeah, Sky would definitely love to see that.
That would be awesome.
I know Maki would too, because my Sunday co-host.
I would laugh. I would be laughing. I'd be almost. It's incredible to me. Alex says, well, I grew up watching 3 a lot as a kid before I ever saw 2. Okay. Well, yeah, because you have nostalgia for it. That makes perfect sense, Alex. Honestly, bro.
Yeah, I saw somebody in there say that they saw it before seeing any of the others, and that was the same for me with Beverly Hills Cop 2. I saw it before I saw the first one.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The Dark Knight Rises didn't age well. I used to defend The Dark Knight Rises, but as I got older, that last one has a lot of issues. Good ending, though. Yeah, it does. But again, these movies all grew on me to the point where I can watch them now, and I'm not bothered by them at all. I pretty much, whatever issues I had with them, I just kind of like flushed the issues and just said, they're decent movies. I'm just going to enjoy the movies, and that's it. I don't really have a problem with them now.
Need to refill my water. I'm going to be 1 second.
No problem. I'll just continue to go through the chat. And then we'll get to the movie. Zod Ryder and I became friends because of Nolan movies. We certainly did, Alex. That was a hell of a time. Wow. seems like another lifetime ago, doesn't it? The Dark Knight Rises does not know how financials work. I prefer Hathaway to Michelle Pfeiffer. Let's see. Brogu says, I enjoyed the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. They are very entertaining. The Avengers Rising says, I enjoyed The Dark Knight. It was such a compelling movie, just like Man of Steel. Yes, I agree with you. I think it is a compelling movie. I think that's why it's my dad's favorite superhero movie. Like my dad will randomly watch The Dark Knight, like, whenever. Like, it's just one of those movies for him. He likes it so much. I got the special Nightfall collection for The Dark Knight Rises. Funny, in DC, Bane plays a villain that uses Venom, and Marvel's villain is called Venom. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if there's a correlation there, other than the Venom is that we know Venom is a drug. It's a muscle. It's like a super serum muscle stimulant kind of a thing. Who else could have played Bane in The Dark Knight Rises? The Big Show? I don't think. You know what? I don't think so. I don't think. I actually wanted Alex. I wanted somebody Latino to play Bane, that's what I want. That's what I wanted.
That would have been the hard part, because as much as Dave Bautista probably would have been a good pick, he wasn't acting at that point in time. But I'm not going to lie. When the pandemic happened, I used that Bane quote so many times. Because there's so many extroverts in my online community complaining about isolation and all of that I was having lots of fun dropping that particular, quote, because I'm an introvert. Isolation is what I do naturally.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, not online.
That's the funny part. My sister, atypical extrovert, she has said to me so many times, I don't understand how you do this. Like,
I don't understand how you do this either if you're an introvert.
This is my niece describes it in a fantastic way. I'm sorry, nibbling. They describe it in a fantastic way where it's like got their own little bubble. We still want the human interaction. We still crave it. But the interaction does deplete us. We need to have that the time, the quiet solace in order to recharge us with that face-to-face, particularly in large groups. Like, you get me on a large panel, that will drain me eventually. That being said, I sat through Fandom the entire time, but I still needed a bit to recover from that.
It's like what you and I were talking about a couple of weeks ago about, like, why do we get super hungry after a stream?
Yes. And I know it's not just us. Everyone I've talked to, and you and I have been both doing this for a long time. Everyone I talk to always gets hungry after a live stream. We could have eaten beforehand, but there's something about this energy, this interaction. One, as an introvert point of view, this is safe interaction. I can have all of the community, the back and forth that I want from the safety of my computer.
Okay. Well, see, maybe that's what it is too. Because I always wondered, like, back in the day when I was doing internet radio, and I told you about the show I used to do with my female friends, Cyber Love Talk, and when we used to do that show, I always wondered, like, how were they able to do it the way that they did it? And it was one of those things that was just so funny, because one of them had the exact same response that you had. Well, I can do this because I'm doing it from the safety of my computer. Like I'm like, wow,
It just,
that's
it's like
awesome.
I've been all throughout my time in school. I was always connected with choirs. I love to sing, but I love to sing in a group where you can't see me singled out.
Alex 3.0 says, I'm excited for the new Beverly Hills Cop. The trailers have been really good. I agree. Those trailers have been marvelous. I'm super excited too that this is why Mama Bear and I are doing this, because these movies are fantastic, and it looks like they're actually making a worthy sequel. This actually looks like it's going to be amazing. I'm hyped up. And that's saying a lot in 2024 when we've been let down by a lot of different things lately. So all I can say is that I think this is going to be
And it's not like, doesn't have the same humor that Coming to America did, where it had some of that borderline racy humor. I mean, hello, the bathtub scene. That I think it will blend nicer to the cancel culture world that we're in right now.
oh, okay. That's an interesting way of
That's my perspective, at least.
yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I never even stopped to think about that. I actually, it's kind of wild because like that is one of the most interesting takes I ever heard of when it comes to that. That really makes sense.
Thank you.
I mean, that really makes sense.
I
And
mean, don't get me wrong. I was excited to see both Eddie and Wesley in the same movie. It's just,
oh yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin your comment, for showing love to Cyber Love Talk, because Alex, I missed that show, and I had been in talks with Amorza, Victoria, and Feisty about possibly reviving that show in some way at some point, and I don't know if I do revive it. I'm going to ask Mama Bear if she wants to be a part of it. If I do revive it, because I definitely, I think it
I
would
know
be.
I've got the voice for it.
I think it'd be great to bring it back, and especially in 2024, it'd be interesting to see how Cyber Love Talk could fare in the current societal landscape we're living in. I'm just gonna put it in a nice way. Societal landscape.
Yeah.
Brogu says having watch along with movies that we enjoy is really great. We need to watch The Alkalite when we get Beverly Hills Cop. Wait, who needs to watch The Alkalite when we got Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Yes.
I'm with you 100%, Brogu. I'm with you. It's just
ironic.
It's just ironic. It's just ironic seeing seeing Grogu's cute face. Say that. Say what he's
Let's
saying.
watch something other than Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just that there's something to be said about that. Like that just goes to show you Disney. Okay, that just goes to show you Disney what's going on here. Okay, that when Grogu, Grogu's brother literally has a problem with Star Wars. There's a problem. I mean, I want to point that out. Everybody can't go wrong, can't be wrong. Disney.
I signed off of Star Wars a long time ago.
Oh God,
You and I both come from the Fandom Menace, though, so you understand why I signed off.
Yeah, we come from those days, and it's just kind of crazy. And then it's like to me there are 6 Star Wars movies, only 6 of them, and guess what? There's no special editions. There's no added crap. It's just
so you don't recognize films. The Christmas special?
You know what? As bad as Disney Star Wars has been, I've gotten very, very forgiving towards the holiday special. I really have. I've come to appreciate it. Be Arthur and all, and Jefferson Starship, because guess what? At least it had all the original cast members in it, and at least they were in scenes together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. And it had that badass Boba Fett cartoon too.
Yeah.
That alone is better than probably about 85% of what Disney has put out. Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley is a funny title though. Axel F, Axel Foley.
AF.
Oh, AF. Something comes to mind with AF.
Anyone who has heard Eddie Murphy's original comedy, will probably understand the AF when it comes to him.
Absolutely. I think the trend of watching great movies that we enjoy is going to take off.
Thank you.
Brogu, I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more with what you're saying. It's so crazy. Alkalite is worse than the 62 Mets. The Alkalite really sucks.
Yeah.
After we get ZSJL 2 and 3 as hashtag sell Star Wars to Netflix. That's the best comment ever.
Mention that one to Sky. You'll love it.
Yeah. Sky
make sure he's on camera when he reads that.
Sky can run with that one, Dan. We gotta definitely tell that one to Sky, because that one is gold. Sell Star Wars to Netflix. I
want him on camera when he reads that, because his reaction will be priceless.
I love that one though. That is so awesome. I'd be down for sell Star Wars to Netflix. Maybe then we could finally get a Zack Snyder Star Wars movie. Alkalite has been so very insulting to the DC lore, and
he meant,
you mean Star Wars lore, of course.
He does correct it later on.
Yeah, and it even caused some tears to shed in my eyes. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I couldn't get far in the Alkalite. I started the first episode, and when they killed off Carrie-Anne Moss in the first 10 or 15 minutes, I was out.
Yeah.
Hot take, I like some of the special edition changes. No, but it's okay to like these things. I don't necessarily think it's a hot take when you say you like something that I don't. I just prefer the originals because I grew up with the originals. I don't necessarily think that all of the changes are blasphemous. I just would prefer to watch the movies the way that I remember them the most. And so that's kind of how, that's what I do. That's why I always watch the despecialized Harmy's despecialized editions. I watch those. Shout out to Harmy. I watched the 4K, the Team Negative people that did the 4K 77, 4K Empire Strikes Back 81, I think it is, or 82, one of them, 82, and then Return of the Jedi 4K 83. I love when I get to see like the fan efforts to recreate the originals the way that they were, and I'm so appreciative that those exist, because they are just like I remember them. And Mama Bear, because you came from there too. Exactly. There's only 6 Star Wars movies in my mind. Showing love to Grogu. I also enjoy The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2. Yes. Seasons 1 and 2 are the best of Mandalorian, are the best things that Disney has done Star Wars wise. Although some would debate with Andor, which is also pretty decent. And let's see. Alex 3.0 says agrees. Bat Dan. Some of the special edition changes were upgrades. I think you and Batman, Alex, 3.0 are closer to the same age. So it's probably why the special editions are a little more
Mhm.
important to you guys. I got to see the Anakin Ghost in the Return of the Jedi in unaltered form. God, we could go down the rabbit hole with all this
I'm
Star
trying
Wars
not to
stuff.
go down the rabbit hole.
I hear you. I hear you like keeping yourself in reserve on this. You're like holding back. I know you are.
I can't avoid the acolyte talk.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah. The Acolyte is really a desecration, like on
Mm.
so many levels. A $2 super chat from Stringer Films. Thank you, Stringer Films. I turned off Alkalite and watched Ghostbusters 2016. That is hilarious. Oh God, dude. I would rather watch Ghostbusters 2016 than the Alkalite 2. And I hate that movie. A friend of mine actually got into a Twitter argument with Paul Feig, the director of Ghostbusters 2016, over how horrible that movie was. And Paul Feig argued and fought. Thank you again, Stringer Films, for the $2 super chat. Qatar, what's up, man? They killed off Carrie Ann Moss with a kitchen knife. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. What's up, Integrity 101? How's everything going? Good to see you. I was impressed they were able to get the same slave dancer actress for Return of the Jedi special editions, and she hasn't aged at all for those scenes. Oh my God, they killed Trinity, you bastards. Yes, they did. They killed Trinity.
I've heard so much about this. I didn't even need to see it, which I haven't.
Okay, yeah, you grew up watching the 1997 VHS special editions. Okay, Alex, yeah. Justice for Fives. Since we're getting into Star Wars talk, yeah. I didn't expect for this to become a space-tastic discussions with former Fandom Menace alums, Mads MamaBear and Zod Rider. I that's not what we were intended to do. But now that we're caught up with the chat, I think we can kind of cue things up and get ready to actually start this movie.
Let's cue this up. As much as this has been absolutely fun,
absolutely entertaining on so many levels. I mean, we wanted to get a break from drama and just want to have some fun tonight. So it's sort of, I'm actually really excited with how much fun this actually is. This has actually been great. We haven't even started watching the movie yet. Stringer Film says, I have the original unaltered trilogy on DVD. Yes, Stringer Films. You're doing it right.
I've seen the unaltered trilogy. I grew up in the Star Trek fandom, but my girlfriend at the time, the girl I was dating back when Phantom Menace came out, and like the first three, whatever. She was a huge Star Wars fan and had the unaltered trilogy.
Yeah, I love the unaltered trilogy. The unaltered trilogy is where it's at for me. But you said something very, very key right there. You said Star Trek fandom. Now, I've been a Star Trek fan my entire life, which could explain my my years and years long friendship with Mr. Robert Meyer Burnett, who is also a very, very big Star Trek fan. And Star Trek, oh my God, I am so. I miss those. I miss those original films. I love going back to the original Star Trek films.
I actually like both versions. I like both the original set and the Abrams verse, because that is, and I don't even remember who said it, but I would know it was somebody connected with that it was an alternate universe.
Yeah, Yeah, that's
in
what
Star Trek.
it's
And
it's true.
I do love that take on it. And the fact, I've seen so many Star Trek fans, talk bad about that. But that movie, particularly the first one, moved Leonard Nimoy, like Carl Urban's portrayal, moved Leonard Nimoy to tears because of how accurate his bones was. I mean,
Yeah.
that had his seal of approval. That trumps any fanboy to me.
Oh, I agree. I think what it is if as long, yeah, that's the one thing that I do appreciate when it comes to that it is an alternate timeline, because as long as it's an alternate timeline, I feel like you can tell whatever stories you want and you're free to do whatever you want, as long as you're not messing with original canon. So I
Mhm.
kind of, so for me, that's where, that's where I kind of draw the line. I don't like that in some of the current stuff that they're doing. They're saying, oh well, this is part of, the original timeline, and it's like, well, it can't be part of the original timeline because you've already altered the original timeline with things that are impossible to be in the original timeline. So that doesn't work. You have to admit when you do something that exists outside of the original timeline, and that's fine. Then it's
I,
easy to get on board.
I honestly, there was things I did struggle with initially with Discovery, and like the Klingons,
Oh, okay.
and how they looked, how they were portrayed, because they've jumped all over the place when it comes to the Klingons and their visuals throughout all of the
I
series.
love how they finally admitted that Discovery and Strange New Worlds are a separate timeline. I'm
Mhm.
glad they finally admitted that, because just by virtue of the fact you have an ancestor of Khan on board the Enterprise as a
Yeah,
crew member in Strange New Worlds, that's impossible. That doesn't there's no realm that you can bend that and make that actually work. So for me,
okay.
when they did the show that they did where they had her character go into that other timeline with
Mhm.
another version of Captain Kirk, and they had that romance and all that stuff. It was great because they finally were able to make it, definitive that yes, this is a different timeline. This isn't the original timeline. And
I'm happy because I did enjoy both Discovery, and I was part of the fan campaign that led to Strange New Worlds, because Anson Mount as Christopher Pike was so perfect. He needed a series.
oh, I agree. I think he's great, and I just hope that they give him some more to chew on in the future, because Pike is a legendary captain, and they really, I I swear by, Jeffrey Hunter's portrayal in the original Star
Mm,
Trek pilot. So when I think that, and I just think I think that Anson Mount pulls it off. So
yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more there. Definitely.
Okay. I am going to, because I see somebody went Star Trek. Current Star Trek is not canon. Current Star Trek is its own canon.
Yeah, it's its own canon.
That's the beauty of alternate universes.
Right. It's definitely not canon in the original timeline.
It's not canon to like the original series,
No.
but it is its
No.
own canon, and it is doing a fantastic job with that, in my
But I
opinion.
do love, the original series.
Oh,
I will
absolutely.
cop to that 1,000%.
Do you do you remember the Phantom Menace cards?
The cards?
Yeah, they did that for a
Yeah,
while back.
yeah, I
My
remember.
card actually said raised Vulcan. My mom hates that joke, but I really was.
That is hilarious. Raised Vulcan.
Yes.
Darth Plato says these 43 minutes have been better than theater previews.
I'm
Well,
so sorry.
it is better than theater previews. Oh, let's see. I remember Zod getting a lot of crap for his opinion of Star Trek Into Darkness, he was
Mhm.
kind of right on it. Yeah, I didn't like that movie that much because I didn't like the fact that they brought back Khan. I didn't think it was necessary. I thought they could tell a different story. That there's enough Star Trek lore that they didn't need to go back to the well with Khan. And I also
It was
felt like he kind of the actor. What's the guy's name?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he kind of like phoned it in too. I really didn't think he
I don't think
was.
he's. See, this is where you and I will differ. Because I was tracking that when they were doing all of the releases and teases about it, and a lot of the fans online, including myself, were going, "Come on, it's Khan. Just admit he's Khan. No,
Needed to be.
it's this guy named John."
No, you know who it needed to be? It needed to be, you know who I wanted it to be? Because you know who I think he looks like?
Ooh,
I wanted it to be Gary Mitchell from Where No Man Has Gone Before.
that wouldn't have been bad.
He looks like
I'm,
Gary Mitchell. Like if they would have,
I'm
he would have been Gary Mitchell and then he could have did the thing with his eyes. That would have been awesome.
I mean,
Like,
they could. Yes, they also could have brought Bud back, but I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When he's standing there in that cell and goes, "My name is Khan," I went, "Yes!"
Uh,
and in the air and everything.
I even thought that they were gonna, and I even thought they were gonna trick us further and have us think that he was gonna be Khan and have him be a different augment from Khan's group.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be like we're thinking it's Khan, but J.J. Abrams is gonna swerve us and it's gonna be a different augment that was referenced, like the guy with the short hair who was partnered with Khan in the original episode Space Seed.
yeah.
I thought that was the dude it was going to be. Like they were going to pull like a swerve. And I was going to be like, now that would have been cool because that would have been something we weren't expecting. But by the time the movie came out, I expected it to be Khan. I was like, yeah, it's going to be Khan.
Yeah.
And that's what bothered me. I wanted to be surprised. I wanted there to be a twist that I didn't know about. But yeah, leading up to it, I even think Carl Urban at some point in one of the interviews said that Benedict Cumberbatch was playing Gary Mitchell.
Yeah.
Which to me, I would have been completely fine with that. I was like, well, yeah, have at it. That's great.
And
But
I'm just going to emphasize, big thank you to whoever put Carl Urban in that role. He was the highlight of the whole series.
he's definitely a versatile actor. I'll tell you that.
Well, he was a Trekkie fan too.
Yeah, you
That's
could
why
tell.
that's why he did Bones so well. And like, oh
Yeah,
my
he
god,
probably watched the original Star Trek every day. He was probably one of those kids.
like us, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean I remember I grew up watching Star Trek every day of my life.
Mom was a Trekkie, so yeah, I grew up watching that with her, and like when Next Gen came out, we would have big discussions after all the episodes. We are completely sidetracked here.
Yeah, we really got to get into this movie, or we'll never watch it. I know we're having a lot of fun.
It's gonna be like a 4-hour stream.
You and I could actually do a weekly show just talking about all this different stuff because we got all this great stuff to talk about. But Stringer Films with the $2 says, just waiting for Disney to launch a Jar Jar series. I would love it. I'd love to see that. I would actually watch that because I'd want to see how they could screw it up.
I think it was Qatar mentioned earlier in the chat, and I do know this theory. Yes. I actually want to see that.
I would not mind, to be honest with you.
I want to see Darth Jar Jar because I saw this whole theory online where they actually break it down on how he's like a drunken like he does the drunken master style fighting. Like, and they put it like side by side with Jackie Chan, and it's scary how spot on that is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I sent it to Lord Callis. He never got back to me on that one. Like, because I'm like, I really want your opinion on this. You are my Sithopedia.
Alex 3.0 says, I'm not a Trekkie, so I don't have that much knowledge of the series, but the original movies, 2, 4, and 6, were way better than the JJ verse. Oh yeah, you can't. To me, it doesn't get any better than the original, films. But
Oh, come on. The classic line of Captain, there be whales on board.
yeah, that's an amazing movie. I mean, it's wonderful. All those movies are
I
great.
know.
I mean, you can't even. I mean, I even like Star Trek V, which was the worst one, where they went looking for God. I thought that one was great too. I was like, wow, that's awesome. And they literally made him like an old man in the sky. It was so good. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Like, this is such. It was like watching it. It's like, this is such trash, but it's so good at the same time. Like, what are we talking about here? God is literally this old man in the sky reaching his hands down. I mean. And Kirk arguing with him about his ship. I mean, that was amazing. All right, guys.
Avengers, watch the third one. It's actually of the three movies, it's the closest to an actual Star Trek episode.
Star Trek 3?
Yeah, of the JJ ones. It really read like a Star Trek episode.
Oh, I thought for a second you were talking about Search for Spock, which is one of the ones that I love, but you're talking about the Star Trek, the last one, Star Trek Beyond, the last J.J. Abrams one, the one that was directed by Justin Lin, I think.
It really read like a classic.
It was like a Star Trek episode. You're right. It was. They tried to make it. They tried to make it more like if they were to make the J.J. Abrams Star Trek into a TV series, that could have been like the pilot episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna get ready and do the movie here because we keep getting sidetracked. I didn't realize that we were gonna have this much fun with a discussion about all kinds of everything and anything. But we've got Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yes.
I'm going to watch it, guys and gals in the chat. I'm going to watch it on Paramount Plus because unfortunately. Beverly Hills Cop 2 is not on Netflix that I can see. Maybe in different parts of the world it is. So if you're Qatar, I don't know. Like I know you're in another country. I don't know if Beverly Hills Cop 2 is on Netflix for you, but and you're in Canada, Mama Bear. So I don't know. Is it on Netflix for you or how are you watching it?
I can't find it at this point. Besides, I'm a real sucker for these streaming sites, so I'm watching it on a alternative streaming site.
Okay, you're gonna watch it on an alternative streaming site.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch it on Paramount Plus. Whenever you guys are ready, we're gonna press play. So just put a 1 in the chat when you guys have the movie. Queued up on whatever service you're going to have it on.
Batman says it's on Netflix for him.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, apparently.
Hold on, let me check. It might be. Because it wasn't. So if it is now, because I know Beverly Hills Cop 1 is on Netflix, but I didn't know 2 was. But if it is, we'll watch it on.
Yeah, by all means, pull it up on Netflix if you guys got it.
Oh my God, he's right. It is. They must have did that because they actually must have did that because they're about to get the new one.
Yep. Netflix watch party. All
right. So Netflix for the win, guys. Okay, so we're gonna watch it on Netflix. It is on Netflix. It wasn't on Netflix at the time that we scheduled this watch party, so I didn't know. I just assumed. Made an ass out of myself that we weren't gonna be able to watch it on Netflix. But thank you, Batan, for your astuteness on this. And we got all these ones, so we'll give everybody a chance to put a 1 in the chat. If any of you in the chat would like to join me and Mama Bear on the panel, let me know now, and I will put the link in the chat before we start. Otherwise, we're going to start the movie.
Yeah, and
I'm not going to add anybody.
We are going to focus on the movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to add anybody. I'm not going to add anybody else after we after we start the movie. So if you want to join the panel, now is the time. Let me know now. I will put the link in the chat. Otherwise, we're gonna press play. I'm gonna give it another minute. Okay, you want to join Qatar? That's fine. I will put the link in the chat here. Let me find the link here.
Batman too. Again, but we're just focusing on the movie.
Oh yeah, we're focusing on the movie, and then we'll talk about the movie when the movie's over.
Yeah.
I would join if it was part 3. Alex, we're gonna do part 3 next week.
Yeah.
So if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. You're even more than welcome to join now if you want, because here's the link, guys. So we'll give you guys a minute to jump on the panel. You guys don't have to have a camera because we're not cammed up today either. So you guys can just come on and lend your voice to the panel. And when you guys are ready, we'll get started. We're almost there. Finally there to start. Okay, yep. We got Bat Dance thoughts, and we're gonna wait for Qatar to join us.
And we got Rogu doing the neutron dance.
That's 100%.
And I figured you guys are going to go off camera. I might as well too. Also, because I'm going to watch this movie in the dark, so my TV actually better.
That's part of the reason for me, because it's cooler in here when I've got the light off. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. You keep it cool by having the lights off. That's a great. That's a proven fact.
I'm glad it's not just me being weird. I know I'm weird, but
you're not weird.
Oh, for me, it's just because my TV won't reflect if I have the lights off.
Okay, Demand.
All right. So let's see. Here we go. We got Qatar joining us too. And then once Qatar joins us, we're gonna get started here. So we got Qatar. What's up, my friend?
Hello.
Hey guys, I made it.
What up, Qatar?
I wouldn't made it because I was out doing buying some stuff.
Awesome.
Brogu, we have not started the movie yet. We are about to start the movie as it is on Netflix. Put a 1 in the chat when you guys have queued everything up and you are ready to get started.
I think pretty much everyone's queued up at this point. You guys are good to go?
I've been queued up for like half an hour now.
All right. Okay. Thank you again for coming, Alex. Again, we'll be doing Beverly Hills Cop 3 next week if you want to join the panel. It'd be nice to share a panel with you again, my friend. So if you want to join us next week, you're more than welcome. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
Sweet.
You should be seeing the Paramount Pictures logo.
Yep.
Love it.
A Golf Plus Western Company. 75th anniversary.
I don't want to do the math as to what it would be now.
Well.
Ooh, Bridget Nielsen.
Yes, ma'am.
the floor.
They really should be wearing silent alarm necklaces. Are those a thing? Because those would be really useful.
Hey, really right.
What's your time, Batman?
My time is 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay,
I have
cool.
2 minutes and 50 seconds. All right.
That's where I am. He just put the
Missing.
bread in the. He just put the bread in the goldfish tank.
Yeah. Same, same.
I just saw a Tony Scott film appear.
Yep.
Tony Scott. This is the first time I watch Beverly Hills Cop 2. I always watch Beverly Hills Cop 1.
I don't know. It's so weird to see Axel in a suit.
John Ashton. My God. I'm loving the suit. From me wrong.
Look at those glasses.
Oh, God, I love Eddie Murphy.
It's like they made everything a little bit darker in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zack Snyder color grade. No, you shut up.
Traffic Judy.
What a dick.
DC Talk, we are currently at 12 minutes, 55 seconds.
Mhm.
Background music is so 80s. Shoot.
Hey, DualShock.
Hey, DualShock, welcome.
What up, hold my DualShock?
Timestamp 1553.
Man, he reminds me of Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker clearly modeled some of his comedy after.
Yeah,
Didn't quite get
definitely.
it.
Especially in the Rush Hour movies.
Yes, the Rush Hour movies. Those were dope.
But what if they see his hands?
Driving Scooch down.
Maybe I wear gloves or something, because, you know.
I mean, do you think they'd really tell the difference? They're practically identical.
Right. Top of the month. Oh my god.
Do you smell it?
Mm-hmm. Phrasing.
I love when he says, I won't go down alone.
Reminds me of someone.
Oh, boy.
Deep, deep, deep. Go deep.
What? You can't eat dogs.
Dog meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flash
Don't
money.
look into the history of
Flash
Chow
money.
I want some flash money. Flash money and a pair of shoes. Look at that. That's hilarious.
And he's back. Oh,
We're not talking about that, Roshan. Not today. Mhm.
Isn't it dangerous to stay in an unfinished house?
Yes.
they're just refurbishing and redecorating the house.
Magic show.
Kibbles and nibbles.
Fluffernutter.
Man, this is hitting differently.
Well, it was 87.
The champagne
Oh.
or
Okay.
wine or whatever it was.
He's stealing money?
Extortion. He's looking out for Monique and Unique. Come on.
$20.
$20 in a pair of Adidas. Oh God.
Oh shoot! Really, they're talking about shoes right now. People needing shoes.
And $5.
How apropos.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. Oh, this movie.
And look at Sin Havoc.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Take the fun out of it.
There you go.
Mhm.
Those notes out there. Membership, guys. Membership.
This is so good.
You could also just not leave alphabet notes so they don't have a way to trace you, but
We are currently at 41-19.
I am too, Brogu. Not by a few, but not by a bunch.
hashtag vitamin gates. Oh, shoes.
New Balance.
God, those look familiar.
Dirty shoes.
Oh
New
my!
Balance.
Oh my God!
Adidas.
A lot of product placement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
We're at 44.38.
The mansion looks familiar. Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm a little ahead of you guys. What's your timestamp again?
The timestamp is 46:01.
Oh, not that far ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Mama Bear?
Yeah, I was just like a second or two behind you now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Try to keep everybody on the same page as close as possible here.
Because I'm on 46:28.
we're in.
Oh, okay. So you're
we're
just a
in
few
sync,
seconds.
in sync.
Okay.
We're in sync, Zod.
No.
What is with Axel and strip clubs?
That's a character trait.
Yeah, I remember. It was a great video.
Hey, Sky. What's up?
Hey, Sky,
Yes.
what's up, man? Good to see you.
What up, Sky?
We got Skywalker the Jedi up in here. Hey, Sky, if you'd like to join the panel, I'll send you a link.
I'd love it if you joined us.
I would too. Oh, okay. All right, no problems. Skywalker, thanks anyway though. It'll be cool. Got a stream tonight. Awesome.
Technically. Man.
Is that wrong?
Yep.
Big Al.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man. Glad you like it.
Cobra.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Such a pussy. Is that
It's only illegal if you get caught.
Yeah, just hanging out in the car is still accomplice.
Exactly. Just everybody just go in and it's fine. It's like whatever.
When you rob a bank, they bust the guy driving the car too.
Exactly. And a lot of times it's the guy driving the car that gets the most time.
that's true?
It's the stuff like that. The
lighting effects.
no, like the fingerprint thing, and that's why I kept coming back to it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love that CSI, type stuff.
An intervention. Fun times.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Well, we got out of that pretty easily.
Yeah, it's called literary convenience.
Yeah.
They don't have enough time to expound on that plot point.
Right. Yeah.
Back then, they used to like to keep movies at about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and not really stress
Not
the
really
audience.
Okay, if they're only on C, how did these guys already get the nickname the Alphabet?
A time check for everybody. It's an hour, 3 minutes, and 14 seconds. Cobra's a good movie. I wish we would finally get to see the director's cut DC talk. What do you think of Cobra, Mama Bear?
Never heard of it. Is that the one that they showed on the...
Huh?
Oh. Not coming to mind.
Oh, the one with Sylvester Stallone?
That would be why.
Oh, you're not a fan?
I didn't watch a lot of his movies.
Oh, okay.
My sister was big about Schwarzenegger, and for me, anything Bruce Willis. Only halfway close. One stuff was...
I need to rewatch Cobra.
Yeah, Cobra's pretty cool. Like I said, I just want the director's cut for Cobra. Been waiting for that for a long time.
Oh, they better catch those guys with all the damages they've caused.
Man.
No, they're trying to catch the bad guys, but...
Yeah, they're trying to catch them.
Dirty Rosewood.
That would actually would have been a cool little spin-off movie.
Right?
All the rise.
Just shoot the wheels of the gun. Or of the car, I mean, or the truck.
I love that they got another Pointer Sisters song for this.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
An armored car, drifting, and a cement mixer. In like
Be there.
So how much in property damage have they caused on this so far?
Have no idea.
a lot. Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, integrity. That's what I was saying earlier. I want the Cobra director's cut for sure.
Mm-hmm.
100% Grogu. He's so good. I don't know, Mama Bear. Beverly Hills Cop 2 is definitely one of those sequels that lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
For sure.
Them shoes.
A lot of shoe shots in this movie, guys. Lots of feet.
Did you like plan this, Zod, for like
No.
not to get too
He planned this for what? 2 weeks, right?
It's been a while. It's been up for a while. The post.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's been up for a while.
I don't.
Yeah, we had this planned out like this stream.
Yeah.
Planned out for at least 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's right.
Sheer coincidence.
Exactly. And unless we have some experiences at an amusement park, I don't know where all the relevance is going to come in with Beverly Hills Cop 3. We'll see.
That's
Hey, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He didn't get slapped there. Something is floating in the pool.
Board of Health. They look like they're with the Board of Health.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What up,
Costello's
Costello?
way.
There he is. What's up?
Hey,
One
Bill.
half of the
Lethal.
lethal.
Geeks.
Lethal Geeks.
Yes, the lethal geeks. There he is. What's up,
Yeah, your other half was in here
Costello?
earlier.
The shoes will set you free.
Costello. Time stamping. We are at 1:11:35.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Murtaugh is at the moment. He wasn't here.
One of the most visually appealing sequences of the film.
Follow your follow your dick.
Oh, that's that one.
Lots of feet, Brogu. Lots of feet. Beverly Hills Cop 2 gets the same argument as Top Gun Maverick, the sequel being better than the original. I can totally understand the argument. I mean, it's a wonderful sequel, I think. I love this comment, Brogu. Hey guys, it's the Playboy Mansion. The Mandalorian took me there last year. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, one half of the Lethal Geeks. Axel F is going to be amazing. Can't wait. Yeah, that damn Max. He's always messing it up for everybody. What can we do? Yep, that's true. You are right, Wild Man Beyond.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Yeah, there's Michelle Pfeiffer on Netflix.
Oh, I'm gonna bug Sky about that.
Watch party?
I've been begging him to do a Batman Returns watch party for a while now.
Are you going to cosplay as Catwoman for the watch party?
I'm not going to dress up as Catwoman, but I can do the voice very well.
Okay, well, I mean, that'll be good enough. Definitely Costello. That's a great point, Wild Man Beyond. Beverly Hills Cop has paved the way for a lot of these films. Yeah,
Catwoman
yeah.
great
Come
again.
on, Mama Bear, make Catwoman great again.
We need more femme fatales back in movies.
Oh, what a grateful mayor.
Gotcha.
That'd be even funnier if that was said today with every.
Oh God!
Yeah,
this movie. See
A black.
this movie. This movie gives the finger to the modern day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Sidney Bernstein's a great character.
Nice.
That is true too. Yeah, Jerry Bruckheimer has had his hands in a lot of great stuff. Wild Man Beyond. You are right again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great point as well. Avengers Rising.
25.
Right, that poster in Billy's room is a direct reference to the fact that Cobra. was originally going to be Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Was that Gilbert Godfrey?
Yes.
Got Donkey and Yago in the same room. Also Mixelix Pitalik too.
Yes. $200. Oh my God. Ow, man, my chest is hurting right now.
Man. This movie is reflecting
art imitate
Mm-hmm.
life. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Interesting. Oh yeah, he was a legend, Costello. Absolutely. That's awesome. $200. I mean, think about it. In 1987, $200 was a lot of money, man.
To be fair, it still kind of is.
Inflation and all.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people out here that would say no to $200.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. Another good one, Gilbert Godfrey is on his proper child with the late great John Ritter. Absolutely. Yep. And Bruckheimer produced Bad Boys too. Absolutely. This is great stuff, guys.
And I assume Costa Rica does not have extradition treaty.
Probably not. It would totally make sense.
I've been to Costa Rica. Nice country. An iguana chased me there and I freaked out. Screamed in public.
Oh my God. And you probably sounded horrible when you screamed too. Oh my God. Worse than when you start singing in front of socks on your panel.
Hey.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 is a total disgrace. I'm glad they came out with a new one finally. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna watch Wild Man Beyond. We're gonna watch Beverly Hills Cop 3 next Friday. And so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that one.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be Mama Bear's first time watching it too, so I'm excited.
I mean, we are not afraid to watch movies that some people don't like.
It's all about having fun. That's all it's about.
Exactly. Hey, a lot of us had a lot of fun.
Screaming Dan.
I think it was.
Dan.
It gives a lot of nicknames to me. But it's okay. I'm a huge fan of Sin Havoc.
I think we're all fans of Sin Havoc. I mean, my God. Bruckheimer is my favorite producer. He is the last original true hard-ass studio head in Hollywood. Yeah, Bruckheimer's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. You're going to do 300 in theaters. That's going to be great, Costello.
Nice one, Phil.
That was a great movie to watch in theaters.
I'll talk to Sky too, Mama Bear. Maybe I can help convince him to let you guys do that. Batman Returns. That'll be so much fun.
No, I'll let him. Yeah, I'll let him know someone that they mentioned it was.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, we both know Michelle Pfeiffer was the best thing about that movie. So, all right, Brogu. He says he'll be there with bells on for Beverly Hills Cop 3. Oh yeah.
No, bells are optional, but
are they really optional? Lots of accessories.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Cool. He is like the ultimate, like, he's playing the greatest a-hole police captain of all time, Chief.
Oh yeah,
like it's so great. It's great acting. Like every time he opens his mouth, you just hate him more.
Follow the money.
Time check, 1:25:34.
All right, we're in sync.
Yep.
I just love the color palette of this movie.
Yeah, very earthy.
That's true, Costello's.
Yeah. Billy's getting locked and loaded.
It was a missed opportunity for Billy not to get his own spin-off movie.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do it if Axel F is a success. Maybe they'll do something like that. In technical terms, Costa Rica has a no extradition policy, but they have a deal with the U.S. sometime back in 1982, but it's extremely unpopular, and most deals and treaties end this year.
Mhm.
Thank you, Sin Havoc, for that information.
Sin Havoc with the facts. Damn.
Perfect. Well, Lutz gets on everybody's nerves, though, but that's like the whole point. Like, the character is just perfect for that.
Credit to the actor that did that, though. It's like, oh God, Imelda Stanton, I think, is the actress's name, who played, mm. Oh, shoot, what's the character's name? Oh, from the Harry Potter franchise?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pink. I'm drawing a blank on her name. The character she played, she is more hated than every other bad guy in the entire series.
That's good acting, then.
Yeah. She does it so well. You absolutely despise her.
It's a rare talent when the actors and actresses can convey it on that level. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to the point where you almost forget you're watching a movie and like start to hate these people for real.
Oh my God! No, yeah. I remember the character's name. It's Professor Umbridge.
Okay.
When I was reading it, I couldn't wrap my head around the character until the very first moment that she just does the. I'm sitting there with my girlfriend. I'm like, oh my God, it's your mother. But everyone hates her so much because in a world of wizards and all of this fantastical things, she's the one villain you will meet in real life.
Yes, Wild Men Beyond. That's true.
Spirits Belong. I loved her and Flavor Flav's couple. That was adorable.
I love her in this movie. She looks great in this film.
Mm-hmm. Police Academy too.
Paul Pin. Batman, are you getting any ideas?
Oh boy. Oh.
I would. Oh my God! Wouldn't it be great?
That was.
I'll bring the
awesome
marshmallows. Shot. Oh, that's awesome!
Fuck Trumbo.
Yeah, that's why her scenes in Cobra are kind of short, because things weren't going very well for them in their marriage during the time Cobra was made.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She was in Rocky Four, Costello's.
Yeah, and when they did the director's cut for Rocky
The-
4, she had considerable less screen time
Mm-hmm.
in the director's cut,
Mhm.
which was a little bit weird, but
That's weird.
yep. Yep.
That's right, Sin Havoc.
Integrity, I go back and forth on which one I prefer. Sometimes I want to watch the director's cut. Other times I want to watch the theatrical cut. I love Rocky 4 so much that like I will rotate, and because they're both good, and I love elements of both. They're both very strong movies. So yeah.
Yeah, autocorrect sucks, doesn't it, Phil?
Wild man, it'd be interesting to see if we got like a Cobra 2. That'd be unique, especially now.
I mean, with the Top Gun, they got the Creed movies, Beverly Hills Cop, Bad Boys. Why not?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Costello. I remember that. This is so awesome. Yeah.
You're fired.
It's awesome. It's going to be great the next season of Cobra Kai. That's what we need. The final season.
There.
Well, hopefully she stays this time.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, Zod.
Yes.
Let Qatar back in, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
That's
No,
okay.
no problem.
Happens to all of us. I've had it happen 7 times in one stream that I was hosting. Yeah, you were there.
There's no post-credit scene in these movies, is there?
No, Bad Dan.
No.
This was long before the day of post-credit scenes. Okay, are we watching the credits, guys, or are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, we can wrap up.
Okay, well, there it is then. There's Beverly Hills Cop 2. Another fantastic watch party with fantastic people. This has been so much fun.
Man.
I love it.
That
I love
was
this.
fun.
Are you ready for Beverly Hills Cop 3 next week?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, guys.
I'm like ready to. I'm so excited to watch it, especially because it's my least favorite in the series, but it's the first time Mama Bear's seen it, and I know it's the first time Bat Dan. It'll be the first time for you too, right?
Yep, because I haven't seen any of them. This is the first time I saw the second, and when I was watching in the chat with you guys for the last one, was the first time I've seen the first one.
Okay, well, great. So that'll be great. Yeah, definitely, guys. You guys are all wonderful people.
This is my first time to watch this.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we're gonna definitely do the third one, and we'll definitely do a watch party for the new one, and when that comes out. And this has just been so much fun. So thank you, Mama Bear. I love co-hosting these with you. These are so much fun. I just wow.
It's always fun hanging out with you. Clearly, because I apologize to the chat for going on for an hour before we even got to the movie.
but see that's part of the fun, right? We
Right?
You never know what we're going to talk about and what we're going to how we're going to get into.
Exactly. It's the risk when you have a bunch of people that mesh well with each other.
Yeah.
Granted, I have the attention span sometimes of
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So okay. So I want to hear from the people that have not seen Beverly Hills Cop 2. Okay, you, Qatar and Batman. Qatar, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this movie? Like, did you enjoy it?
I did, man. It was hilarious. I was laughing out loud here in the room, and I enjoyed Eddie Murphy's acting so much. Really, haven't seen him in a while, so it's a breath of fresh air watching the sequel to Beverly Hills Cop, which I quite enjoy watching with you guys.
Yeah, it's definitely vintage Eddie Murphy, and it's really great. I prefer Eddie Murphy's old stuff. I'm a classic Eddie Murphy fan. I'm not really as much of a fan of this more modern stuff, but I do really love this
One
classic
movie I
comedian.
liked from Eddie Murphy was that vampire flick he has.
Oh, Vampire
You,
in Brooklyn. I know which one you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
You remember that one, Mama Bear?
Yes.
And another good one that he did in I believe it was the mid '90s. He did it was called Boomerang, where he
Yeah,
Yep.
he
played kind
did.
of like a player, like womanizer type character, and it was a pretty good movie too, pretty good comedy. Um, had some good stuff in it. But Eddie Murphy, I think, at least for me, my favorite Eddie Murphy is like '80s era Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
of all the various types that he's throughout all the different eras. And what about you, Bat Dan? What are your thoughts on Beverly Hills Cop 2 now having watched the first two films? How do you feel about this movie and the franchise in general so far?
Well, it's another sequel that holds up well with the original, and I think both those movies have aged really well. Even they hold up really well today, and I really love this franchise. It's Eddie Murphy's great, and it's funny because really the only thing I've seen Eddie Murphy in, honestly, was Shrek. At least the only thing I can see him and has recalled. So it's actually great
Donkey.
seeing him actually in live action and not just the voice of a donkey.
Wow. So you've
Or a lizard.
you seriously only know him from his animated stuff? Wow, that's fascinating to me. Like,
Oh
wow,
my God.
that's I couldn't imagine. I mean, to tell you the truth, like I almost forget about Eddie Murphy's animated stuff because I associate him so prominently with these particular types of movies, like the Beverly Hills Cop movies, the 48 Hours movies, and some of the other ones, like the 80s movies that he did, like
Oh my God, 48 Hours. That was such a great mistake.
okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I think that's another movie
48 Hours is
we
the
should do
one with
we should
Nick
do a watch
Nolte,
party
right?
for. Yeah, I think we should do a watch party for at least for
Mhm.
48 hours. Maybe not another 48 hours, but at
Honest,
least
I like
48
the
hours.
second one too. If we do one, we have to do both.
Okay, well, I don't have a problem with that. I'm content to do an entire series of watch parties with you, Mama Bear. That's fine with me. This is an Eddie Murphy renaissance. Yeah, I
Yes.
couldn't agree. The Golden Child, Coming to America. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Boomerang and Nutty Professor were his '90s era films, but what's another one I'd like to watch if we continue this as a series and we do a bunch of this kind of stuff. It'd be kind of neat to do Trading Places. You remember that one, Mama Bear?
Yeah. And I really particularly liked that in Coming to America, they made references to Trading Places.
Yeah, like it was part of the same like cinematic universe. Like I just that's awesome stuff. So yeah, if we do Trading Places, then we got to do the
Oh, absolutely.
Coming to America movies as
Either
well.
way, we'd have to do Coming to America. I mean, you got Eddie Murphy, James Earl Jones, like some
Yeah.
legendary. You even got Samuel L. Jackson in there.
And I love this comment here from Sin Havoc. One Punch Dan's homework assignment is to watch more Eddie Murphy movies.
Yeah.
That's what's great about stuff like this. We can all get together and watch, and it's great experiencing these for the first time. I mean, one of my fondest streaming memories of doing a watch party was watching Back to the Future with Bat Dan, having that been Bat Dan's first time watching Back to the Future. He'd never seen that movie, and I grew up. I watched Back to the Future so many times as a kid that I know the movie like the back of my hand. So being able to experience, Bat Dan's reactions for it being the first time he'd ever seen it, it was just like magical to me. Like, wow, seeing him, experience it like that. And we still speaking of Back to the Future, Batman, we still got to do Back to the Future 2 and 3 at some point. So
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
But I forgot. Oh yeah, okay. So Batman, yeah, you were supposed to give the rest of your thoughts on that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but I think it's a great movie. I love this franchise, and I'm kind of nervous about seeing Beverly Hills Cop 3, given what you've said about it so far, Zod. But hopefully I'll like it. I think Eddie Murphy's really great, and I'm really excited to see the new one.
Yeah, the new one looks like it's very much akin to these first two, because not even all the characters that we know and love are in the third one. The third one is more of its own kind of a thing. That's why I like to look. I like to consider the third one as being part of an alternative timeline, which I actually think is the route they're going to go, or they'll make. I think I saw like a passing reference to it in one of the trailers, where they kind of like downplay that the events of the third movie even happened. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. But we're gonna all get to experience it together, so that'll be fun.
Can't wait. I'm probably more excited for the new one than I am the third one, based on what I'm hearing.
Well, yeah, you and me both. So what are your any final thoughts before we wrap this up? Because Skywalker is live, and we're gonna wrap this up. And everybody that's here, go support Skywalker. Tell them that Mama Bear and Zod sent you, and we're gonna head on over there. So, any final thoughts? Or you guys, everybody, pretty much?
I'm glad we did this. This was the laugh, the fun that we needed. You know, at least I did.
Couldn't agree more. You know, it's very important to bring the lightheartedness and the fun to the party, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about being around good people, having fun experiences, and just enjoying yourself.
Exactly.
So we'll be back next Friday with Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Wild Man was a great idea. That's worth highlighting before we go.
That would be amazing. Oh my God.
That would be amazing.
They should do it.
That is a fantastic idea.
Oh yeah. I'm as excited as for that idea as I was when I used to hear the ideas of like Die Hard 24/7, when they were talking about teaming up Die Hard with the TV show 24 and having the characters crossover. I was always excited about that too. I always wish that they would do that, but yeah, this would be fun.
On that thought, mentioning the 24 TV show, big, salute. My heart really goes out to the Sutherland family.
Yeah.
For the passing of the legend, a local legend, actually. He went to school not far from where I am right now. Donald Sutherland, a man whose acting career has spanned decades and has touched all of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. And wow.
Condolences to the Sutherlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard when you lose such a talent. And just sad in general when anyone dies, honestly.
Yeah. There are some that it really it gets you, because even though you never actually met them, they still was a big part of your world growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
And on that cheery note, sorry.
Yeah, on that cheery note, we'll see you next Friday for Beverly Hills Cop 3, and we're heading over to night shift now with Skywalker. So we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys in the chat over there. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Night.